this one, you'll need a canvas. This is a 12 by 12. You'll also need your picture that's gonna go on your 12 by 12. This is actually an 11 by 11. I got this done at Office Max. It was actually pretty cheap to print. I usually get them done at Kinko's, but they're closed today. You'll also need some paint. This is just regular black acrylic paint. I got it from Michael's in a set. Whatever color you want to use, I'm using black. You'll also need Mod Podge. This one is a matte base finish. And then you'll also need two brushes, one for the Mod Podge, one for the paint. And for me, I'm just gonna use a pair of scissors to cut the edges off of my picture so that they're not showing when I get ready to paint the edges of my canvas black. So the first thing you're gonna do is paint the edges of the picture. Since my picture is 10 by 10, I decided to paint them a little closer in towards the picture because I didn't want the white canvas to show behind the black picture. We're also gonna go back and paint the edges once this dries a little bit. So we're gonna let this dry, and while it dries, we're gonna go ahead and cut out our picture. They printed it with a border, and all I'm gonna do is just take some scissors, just cut it down to size. Now that our canvas is dry, we're gonna go ahead and put Mod Podge down so that we can stick our picture. So any Mod Podge will work for this part. This is the matte one again, but I also have a gloss one. This one you're not gonna see anyway. We're just rolling our picture down. Glued, we're gonna go ahead and glue our picture down. You want to make sure it's centered. If you used one way smaller than your canvas like I did. This offline, I just googled an image. It says "You're the sister I got to choose." I cut it to size, printed it out in black and white ink, and I have it attached to some carbon paper. This is from Craft Smart. I got it from Michael's. It's graphite paper. You can use it to transfer images. And I've used it several times. It comes with 2 sheets. I've cut it up to size plenty of times. So you get a lot of uses out of it. So I found this image, taped it with some painter's tape, and now we're just gonna center it where I want it. And tape it down. That helps to keep it centered as you're tracing it out. So then you're just going to use some type of sharp tip. You can use a pen, something sharp that's going to scrape that carbon onto what you're tracing it on. So I'm just going to use a sharp pen and I'm going to trace. Then you're going to peel that off, and you should be able to see the outline from what you just traced. So now that we got that traced, we're going to use a marker. This is the Recollections Collection Signature Special in the color Copper. I got this from Michael's. It's a medium point marker. And you're just gonna trace what you drew. Since this little area is black, it can get a little hard to see. So I'm shining some light to help. We're just going to give this some time to dry now. Now that this is dried, we're going to go ahead and seal it using Mod Podge again. Mod Podge dries clear. I'm going to use the matte finish so that it dries matte. And this is the finished product, you guys. Look at that matte finish. See, that Mod Podge dries clear. You can see the streaks a little bit, but if you keep it pretty uniform, it's not as noticeable. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty how it is, but I'm gonna take it a step further. You can leave it like this, which I have totally done in the past, but this time I'm gonna do an acrylic cover. So I'm gonna put some epoxy over the top of this. Let's see how that turns out. And here's the final project, you guys. I love how the epoxy just gives it this shiny, almost professional finished glow. It was so quick and cheap to do. And I know she's gonna love it. If you like this video, comment below and tell me all about your best friend. And if you want to see more videos like this, please give this a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, wash your hands, and happy Best Friends Day.